Hello, everybody. I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River from downtown is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Come check us out. We're about to move into spring festival season. We have some wonderful things going on from the spring all the way through into the beginning of winter. And even through winter, we have some holiday stuff going on. But yeah, come check us out. So in this pot, I have some chicken drumsticks, and basically what I've done is I've taken them, put them in the microwave, thawed them out. So what what I want to address first is the yellowing of the skin. Now, hang on one second. Let me check something. Okay, I had an alert coming through, so I had to check it. Okay, so the yellowing of the skin is attributed to carotenoids within the skin. It is it's perfectly natural. Uh, the chicken skin can range from like bluish hues to intense yellows, such as we're seeing here, and it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly natural, and it doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm about to put some you know. Uh, I don't know what you would call it. I guess a cooking sauce. It's bell peppers, onions, culantro, cilantro, uh, apple cider vinegar, a little olive oil, garlic. Uh, it's got a little acidic in the form of lemon juice also, uh, and some dulce peppers, which are sweet peppers. A little sea salt, some oregano and turmeric. In this jar seasoning that I have. I'm basically just going to take this. I've taken the chicken from the freezer, basically put it in the microwave, kind of par cooked it till I got to like, whatever. Basically, I didn't have the patience to thaw it out, so I was like, let me just go ahead and par cook these things. And it's actually going to speed up the cooking time also. But you don't want to really do that to an extreme because you want your chicken to be tender, and if you really microwave it and cook it really really fast, it will get tough rather than juicy. And you don't want that to happen. Basically, anything you can do, but this is a uh, I love this stuff, and it comes in various varieties. I'm just going to take a jar of this. Basically, dump it over the chicken and then put a lid on it, and then cook this at a low to low medium, and let it come up to temperature and get hot, and then maybe I'll do a little rice on the side or something. I don't know. I'm still mostly doing a keto, and keto diets you really want to avoid um, carbohydrates per serving. There's really not any carbs in this chicken, and per serving that's about 2 tablespoons. Of this, there's only 2 grams of carbohydrates, and one of those is dietary fiber. So, quite literally, the carbs that we'd be counting, those 2 grams, we'd subtract 1 gram of carb from each serving, and it's 2 tablespoons. And basically, what it is that we are so there's like we are so safe. We are so safe. There's in this whole jar maybe uh, 10 grams of carbs. And if I use 2 jars, that would be 20. And on a, you really, that allows room for a little bit of side dish if that's what we want to do. I'm still not sure on that yet. We'll see. But so yeah, hang on. Let me get this jar together and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, this smells so good. It's almost like a basil pesto. So if you didn't get this, but you had a pesto, you could just pour a pesto over the chicken. But I love this. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of water, swish it around, and get all this flavor. Or you can use a little oil if you want. I want to reduce oil, so let me get a little water. Plus, the water will help keep the chicken from sticking to the bottom of this no stick pan, which sometimes does stick. Okay, so this was very delicious. Now, I did decide to go ahead and use the second jar. Um, Although you could get away with 1 jar if you wanted to. I just love a good pesto-y kind of flavor. And I know that this is a Latin cooking sauce. To me, it's almost like a pesto, which I will tell you, you know, uh, Spanish speaking uh, people, that we call Latin people. Um, Italian people are also Latin people. There's a very close connection between Latin culture and Spanish culture, and well, yeah, it's especially in Latin America, Central America, South America, whatever. It's however we want to term it these days. I'm not quite up on all the political correctness of it, but um, Latin people encompass the uh, Mexican and Spanish uh, cultures, and also uh, Italian and Sicilian, and a lot of those things. So, uh, God, it's so weird that I don't know. I should have thought about that. I'm not meaning to appropriate. I'm just talking about in terms of food and culture and everything. There's a lot of similarities, uh, and when we say um, we're talking about Latin, we're talking about uh, Italian, Sicilian, um, even reaching into some parts of the uh, you know Mediterranean areas. There's some influences going on there, and of course, Spain I think of as really a European country, but it's a Spanish speaking country, and it influences a lot of Mexican and a lot of United States, culture as well, and everything. And so there's a lot of that Latin influence, and it really shows up. Cultures, when you want to know how they get along and how they meld together, look at the cuisine. If you look at the food that we eat, um, the foods that pair well and go well, and that we become very accustomed to, you can basically trace back uh, the getting along of cultures back to throughout all of humanity's discord, uh, and uh, and cooperation, coexistence. You can trace it all back through food. Food is, to me, uh, potentially a perfect history teacher. So maybe we should, yeah, incorporate some food in our history lesson, or maybe incorporate some history into our home ec classes in school or something like that. Consolidate, kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Now that we're cooking chicken, and whatever. I'm just being weird, saying random things. Um, but food, yeah, food is a gaze back into human uh, sociology. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, like I said, the medium to low medium to medium, and just kind of watch it, And there's a little fluid in the bottom as I rinse those jars out. So I really don't want this to boil. I want to maybe get this to a very smooth simmer, maybe. Very, very gentle, very gentle. Um, Almost slow cooking in here. Is what I want to do. So this will go in here, and this will work for about an hour. And if it's great, if I cook it to where it gets done and then it clings to the bone, the meat is on the bone, that's great. But also, this is one of these things that if it gets a little overcooked and if it slips and slides right off the bone, that's okay too. Pull the bones out and use the meat, and either way, it's going to work. So bone in or bone out, you know. Um, Bon appetit, love and light. Oh, well, I'll do a food video of this when it's completed later on in the evening. It's about 8, so it'll be somewhere close to 10-ish for me when I get around to it. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.